Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Near Mint Condition. My name is Dom of X, and today we are going to go over the June 2026 preview solicitations for all of your non-Big Two comics, your images, your Fantagraphics, your Bad Caves, etc. And joining us for the first time, very lucky to have her, is Shannon from Bat City Comics. How are you doing today, Shannon?
Good. Hello. It's nice to be here.
I think this is your first stream of the year with us, right? Oh my gosh, is it April already? I don't think we have had a show yet.
I don't know. Is it the first one of the year? Yeah. I have no idea what's going on. The fact that it's April, I think that somebody is lying to. I think that is the April Fool's joke. Is that March never happened? I don't know where it went.
March better. Well, actually, yeah, I would be better off if it didn't happen. So then I wouldn't have to count another birthday. So that would be good.
Well, you wouldn't have had Omar.
That's right. So I'm happy to have you here. When I thought of this stream, I thought that the one person that I think would be perfect for this is Shannon, because you read everything. Like, it's what you do. And you do this and have been doing this for years. And you talk about these things, these books that you read throughout the week. Where can people find that?
Yeah, so I do a show every Sunday night at 9:30 Eastern, and it is now live on YouTube. It's called Wind Down Your Weekend, but it's on the Bat City Comic Book channel. But we've been doing the stream itself for almost a decade, and it's been a wine infusion show for the last 6 years. But basically, I go through every indie and small press title that released that week. I read all of them, and then I tell you what the series is about, what the issue is about, and why you would like it. And so it's always a fun time.
And that's why you are perfect for this, because we are talking about the collected editions of things that you've already read. So I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to get Shannon to come on, because I know the creators, I know the stories, and I know a lot of the manga, but there are stories from some creators that I haven't heard of, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is. I'm sure it's pretty good, but here you are to tell us if you've read it or not.
We're gonna find out. I know this is great being on the first time. I have literally no idea what's about to happen. I feel like I'm on a game show.
It's
just that creator behind the
we are not testing your knowledge. I promise you. Okay. Dom, let's go ahead and take it away, buddy.
Yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and share off the screenies. If I can get this underway. Oh my goodness. We are going to go over for why won't you want? Okay, there we go. Thank you, Firefox. We are going to go over the June 2026 solicitations for Image Comics first, rolling off with the hardcovers. And
Dom,
the
can you make this a little bit bigger, if you don't mind? There we go. Cool. Shannon, come on down. That's right. That's exactly what this is like. The price is right. Hell yes, Cyberforce, baby.
Volume 2, $49.99, coming out on the 16th of September. This is going to collect Kyber Force Volume 2, 14 through 25, Origins 3, Impact, Annual 2, Velocity Volumes 1 through Volume 1, Issues 1 through 3, Ballistic 1 through 3, the Strike Force and Kyber Force Opposing Forces 2-shot, and the Misery 1-shot.
I was a big fan of this series. This was one of the last few series that I picked up when I was still collecting comics before my big break in 1996. But I remember reading a lot of these early miniseries. I mean, this was hot. This was the hard, at least in Kentucky, this was the hard Image book to get. This and Youngblood #1. Forget it. You couldn't find them. I was lucky enough to find like Wildcats and Shadowhawk and Spawn, Savage Dragon. But you could not find a Cyberforce #1. And I drove all over Kentucky trying to find a first issue. I found 2, 3, 4 of the miniseries and then the ongoing. But I'm glad that they're finally releasing this. I know this is in standard size hardcover, but I've tried, people. Silvestri doesn't like his artwork in oversized. He wants you to experience it the same way that you experience it when reading single issues. I had a rebuttal for that, but it is my favorite artist of all time. So I was like, yes, sir.
Really? Silvestri is your favorite artist of all time?
100%. I fell in love with this guy's art when he was doing X-Men, of course. But yeah, everything he's touched. Have you seen his Batman?
I mean, yes. I
Batman's
Shannon! Wow. Did you read Cyberforce, Shannon?
I did not read Cyberforce. There's a lot of
Strike one.
I
Dom,
know,
right
but it's a lot of those '90s Image comics. Like I pop in and out of, like still to this day. I am though, like I mean, '90s Image comics we're starting to see some of the series come back, and I'm really excited that Witchblade and The Darkness are back. Like they've been fantastic.
And it's huge right now. Like, so that was a Kickstarter, and the only difference between this and the Kickstarter is the Kickstarter comes with all the extra goodies, right? And also the dust jacket. This will not have the dust jacket. It will just be the art on board. Something me and Omar can agree on. Wow, really? Finally, after all these years? Okay.
After all these years, indeed. We have next up from our friends over at Act 4, the Silver Age covers from DC Artist Edition at $195, coming out on the 4th of November. This is going to feature over 75 classic covers of who's who of iconic artists such as Joe Kubert, Carmine Infantino, Gil Kane, and I'm sure plenty of other creators as well. There are 2 covers to this. This is the A cover, of course, from the Flash of Two Worlds, and the Superman Flash Speed Race for the DM cover.
Now, usually, I don't know if it's going to be with this one, but usually Walt's Comic Shop will have another exclusive, store exclusive, because he is a huge fan of this stuff. And as you can see, the retail price of this is $195. These books are not cheap. They don't have the discounts we do in America in the EU. And he still sells a ton of these. So much so that he gets his own cover. Like him and Scott have become good friends because he wants variant covers and Scott gets to pick them out. It's pretty freaking cool that over there they really love these big artist editions. And you know, in the EU they are known for their big books too. And I want to say, yeah, Act 4 has always had some
every single one of these that have been solicited have had a direct market cover.
They used to have also like IDW exclusive covers, but now I think they just made them DM. People read Cyberforce. Shut your dirty mouth, John. We looked at it. They were cool, man.
Do you have any artist editions, Shannon?
We have a couple, but it's not like just like things honestly that we got in collections that we got from people and we were like, oh man, this is really cool. Those like that hefty price tag is always just the deterrent for me getting them, but I love them. I think it's just great to have a wonderful, like they're like coffee table books, but are too expensive to be a coffee table book.
I used to work at a comic shop and we would always have them on display in like certain parts of the store just because they look cool and it always gravitates people to at least see them. Yeah, there'll always be that one person be like, oh, that looks like, something Spider-Man, maybe I could gift. So sometimes people would buy it because of that, but typically, I mean, they're great for decor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next up on the list is the American Flag Omnibus by Howard Chaykin at $125. This is going to collect all 30 issues of American Flag in addition with an all-new 26-page story created for this volume along with the special.
Okay, I promise, Shannon, we're going to get some new stuff.
I know what's in this list that you're good. I know what's coming.
Okay. So I'm a huge fan of American Flag, and we are finally getting it. If you scroll down, because when I interviewed Howard Chaykin, who is a lovely man, by the way, he told me that there are 26 pages, all new pages that were added to this. He had another story to tell, and Image said instead of releasing it in a single issue, just we'll throw it into this big book. So this is the stuff from First Comics, out of print for years, been collected in trade paperbacks before. It's gone through very, very many different publishers, but now it's at Image, and I think he's found his home there because that's where Black Kiss was released. There's a Black Kiss compendium coming out later next year, and I'm just glad that we're finally getting all these. I don't want to call them obscure, but these are really obscure for people that are familiar with Howard Chaykin's work later on in life, not his classic stuff, which to me is where he really shined. I love this. This is a thank you for that. But there was a time when he changed up his art style. Like both him and Miller had a very similar art style, and I don't think he likes being told that, which is why I never brought it up in my interview. And then at one point, they both decided to go separate ways with their art style. Like Chaykin went one way, and of course we got like Sin City from Miller, and then of course all these other things that he did, and now doing covers. What's the does it like? I know Image doesn't really share their dimensions. Do they ever share it through solicitations?
I mean, not with the ones that they give us, but this should be oversized.
Okay, it should be oversized.
It should
I'm trying
be
to think.
oversized.
I think Black Kiss was oversized, so
Yeah.
I assume this one is too. No, Flag is nothing like Black Kiss. Black Kiss is like, I gotta like be careful how many pages I flip through because YouTube's gonna pull my video down because there's sex in every scene. What's up, Cody?
Cody? What's up, my friend? Hope you're having a good time, dude. Next up, we got Lucky Devils from Charles Soule and Ryan Brown, the same creative team that brought us over 8 Billion Genies. This is going to collect the 9-issue Lucky Devil series.
Did you read? My wife's a big fan of this series. I assume Shannon, you.
I am a big fan of this series.
Okay.
It is it's such a good book. The best thing that Charles does is he brings all his like legal background into these like absurd stories, and this one's so good because it's two devils that are like hell is basically like corporate America, and these two devils are low-level employees and they want to work their way up, and the way you get like more power is by having more influence on sin in our world. And these two people, like the people that they're with, they're like, oh, they don't have any influence. So what they decide to do is they decided to get them more influence by helping them with being good. Like, so these two devils start doing good things and start helping the world until their humans get more and more influence. And then you kind of see this like, okay, like, are we causing a revolution in hell? Like, should we do good things, or is like, should we not? Like, should we go back to being evil? And like now hell is like in this disaster state because all these demons are trying to figure out if being good is better than being bad.
So, would you have to have read his previous book?
No.
Okay.
No, this is a completely standalone story. This team just does so well together. But there's no connecting point to anything. It's a fresh new story.
Thank you for. Is that the entire series then, all in one hardcover?
That should be the entire series. Yeah.
1 through 9. Okay.
Unless they're gonna do a second volume, that will be. But I believe, like we're waiting on like that last issue. They're behind on single issues. So it should be that it's only a 9-issue series when it gets done.
Charles Soule did not know he was going to be catching strays during this stream.
I know. I'm sorry, Charles. I love you. But David, I mean, I assume anytime Charles is behind, though, I assume that he's out doing like some pro bono legal work and saving the day somewhere as the actual like superhero that he is. So.
Oh, of course he is. And playing in a rock band.
Does he really play in a rock band?
Charles Soule? He has a band. Yeah,
that's so cool.
How you of all people, how have you not seen him play?
Yeah,
because you love music and you love comics and you love Charles Soule. Yeah, he does like last year when he went to C2E2, there was like a invite only like at a small little venue where him and his band played. Yeah, I had no idea either. Multi-talented dude.
Yeah.
What instrument does he play, Omar?
I was really drunk, so I was playing beer at the time. And I was talking to Kyle Starks, so I can't remember.
Fair enough. But check out Lucky Devils if you are a big fan of that creative team. We do not have a cover for this, but the Pride of Baghdad by Nico Hendrickson and Brian K. Vaughan hardcover is going to be getting a 20th anniversary edition. This is, of course, going to collect the original graphic novel at $24.99, coming out on the 23rd of September. There's also a direct market cover to this, but we do not have the covers for either one of them at the moment.
And I think they've just released, because I think they are in our order like catalog, like I think like on our side. So I think that they have released the covers, and they're like, because I've seen one of them and it's pretty. It's gonna be gorgeous. But
hold on, let me see if I can actually bring it on here.
So this was something that I asked DC if they could make into an absolute edition, and I couldn't say anything, but they told me no, we cannot, because he is shopping that around. And now we know where it found its home. This, if you've not read it, is a beautiful story. But if you cannot stomach animals being hurt,
don't read it.
Do not read this. If you don't like Old Yeller or Where the Red Fern Grows, do not read this, because oh my god, it will rip your heart out. Man,
I only have the standard size hardcover, Omar.
Well, no, this is the deluxe, man. Everybody needs the deluxe. DC did release Pride of Baghdad in deluxe edition through their Vertigo imprint years ago. But yeah, I guess he has found a home in Image Comics, and now he's printing it here. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, but man, heartbreaking.
All right. So that is that title. The next one on the list is the Sleep hardcover by Xander Cannon, collecting the 8-issue series of $29.99, coming out on the 3rd of June.
This book, what's great about this book is it's all black and white with the spot color of red. And it's the story of this guy who does, like, there is a monster attacking his town. And honestly, like, even as a reader, like, you're still kind of like, is he the monster? Is there somebody else that's the monster? No. What is this darkness that is coming around? But he just keeps like waking up where these attacks are. And the only thing that's red in the story is like the trail of this monster. And
that's kind of cool.
Like his glasses will be red, and it's like, so all the things that are like directing or misdirecting you towards the story are done in these like splashes of red color on a black and white. It's such a cool book.
I'm a huge fan of Kaiju Max, so it doesn't surprise me that he's still writing about giant monsters. Very cool.
Not giant monsters. We don't know.
Wait, what? There better be a giant monster trail of blood in here.
Honestly, it does what I wish more like horror movies would do, is not show us what we're dealing with the majority of the time. Like, I think that if we did that more, especially in comics, because, you know, the thing with comics is like, you can't jump scare as well, because you turn the page and you see everything, like, you know, as you overview. And so the idea of like the creepy tension of we don't really know what we're dealing with works so well for the medium that I definitely think like using that in comics is such a good tool in the toolkit.
And I think that's one of the many reasons I love comics, because there's certain things you can do in comics that you can't get away in anything else, whether it's books or movies. And it only works in comics. So yeah, I'm checking this out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Must pick up. And that is it for the hardcover line from Image. Onto the trades, we have an original graphic novel by Caio Vecchio, $14.99, called Memories of Giselle.
This looks gorgeous. Like, I was reading this solicit the other day and was like, this is a beautiful looking book. And they're already comparing it to a lot of like the Zoe Thorogood kind of graphic novels. So it's basically it's gonna be heart-wrenching. But it just looks absolutely beautiful. I have a feeling this will be an Eisner nominee when it comes out.
Look at that. She's
okay.
She worked with
those memoir kind of stories, man, like those haunting, like coming of age stories, like just looking at like, and I haven't seen it yet. So I'm like, is this like going to be that good? Like, it looks like it could be. And if it is, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about it this time next year too.
She had a book with Steve Orlando, right? I think it's the same artist.
Maybe.
I can't remember. It was a Mad Cave book that was published a couple of years ago through their young adult line.
She did art on Silver Vessels. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
which is fantastic.
Yes, I really like her art because it's got this. It's got that dash of anime. You said it perfectly. It's like Zoe Thorogood.
Yeah. Silver Vessels was great. So I can't wait to see what she does with this story.
So original graphic novel, cool.
We've got the a third volume of Blood Squad 7 by Joe Casey and Paul Fry, $14.99, collecting the 9th through 12th issues, and the yearbook coming out on the 24th of June.
Nice.
It's free, Dom. That's how you pronounce it. He's a really nice guy. That's why I know. Otherwise, I would have pronounced
free.
It. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Super nice guy. He's been drawing for a long time. I haven't read this though, but I do like both of the creators.
I was just going to ask if you had, because as a fan of 90s like Image comics, this is something that would be 100% up your alley, because this is like, 30 years ago we had a team of superheroes and they kind of like this big thing, and now
I did read the first volume. Yeah. I did read the first volume and I really liked it. I didn't know volume 2 was out. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You would, I was like, you have to read this, Omar. This is totally in your wheelhouse.
Now I know what you're talking about. Cool. I like this book a lot. I thought it was the first volume. I haven't read volume 2 yet, and then this is volume 3, so I assume it keeps the same pace. But definitely a love letter, right, to the 90s Image books.
Definitely a love letter to the 90s Image books, but I like it because it does kind of like if you had that kind of superhero now, like, would it work? And would they be able to be in this real world now in that same capacity? And them questioning that themselves is also a fascinating add into the story.
Yeah, I am in like Flynn. It's been compared to Youngblood. Oh wow, Casanova's getting a compendium?
It is indeed. This is Compendium 1 of Casanova by Fabio Moon, Gabriel Bob, Matt Fraction, collecting Casanova Luxuria 1 through 4, Gula 1 through 4, and Avaritia 1 through 4, also coming out on the 24th of June.
Solid series. And of course, phenomenal artwork too. If you haven't had a chance to read them. These have been available in trade and in they've also released them in hardcover format. I don't think they released the last volume yet, though, in a hardcover, or at least I've been waiting for it. Yes, Local Man was excellent, dude.
Absolutely
excellent. One of my favorite reads last year. This is something cool that they did with the first volume too, is that they released Cyberforce in trade paperback as well as the hardcover.
So this is the same material, $29.99 though. So if you're looking for something that's $20 cheaper, you don't want to hit your wallet too hard, this is the way to go.
Yeah, same material.
We got the 7th volume of Department of Truth, edited by my friend Steve Fox, $16.99, coming out on the 24th of June, collecting issues 0 and 34 through 38, along with Suspicious Minds.
That backup Suspicious Minds story is so good. It's Scott Snyder putting Elvis into the Department of Truth, if you don't know Department of Truth, we're 7 volumes in, but if you don't know, this is, if enough people believe in a conspiracy theory, it becomes real. So there's a department in the government whose job it is to keep that from happening, and that department is run by Lee Harvey Oswald. And so it's crazy, but then so it's like people like Marilyn Monroe and Elvis are kind of become like these, there's so many conspiracies around them alone. So they become these big anomalies. And that backup story is done by Scott Snyder with that in this book. And so the fact that you're getting that in that collection is going to be a great add-in. And then we also see in that most recent volume, we actually see it kind of more directly than ever actually hit with we have a new administration, and now the department is being upturned by them being okay with the conspiracy theories becoming real because they're the ones producing those conspiracy theories. And so it kind of changes the whole thing. Yes, Lee Harvey Oswald is alive and running this department. So
you're a little too excited about that, Shannon.
Yeah,
I'm also a fan of conspiracy theories, and this was a lot of fun. There is one in particular. I don't get creeped out in movies or comics, but there's one issue. I can't remember if it's in the first collection or the second collection, but it's done in a diary format with Sasquatch,
Mm-hmm.
That one hit. That one was good, man. I really like that issue. This is good.
I think the strongest issue for me in this entire series was the third issue, which was about the mom whose kid was in a school shooting, and the conspiracies make the mom wonder if she even had a kid. Oh my god! I was like, I don't know what James is doing with this series, but it's gonna be hard a lot of the time. So
this is the one that got picked up for a Netflix deal, right?
Most everything at Tiny Onion recently got optioned, and so I'm not sure if this one was maybe. But like there's a lot of Tiny Onion announcements that just came out for basically all of James's catalog is optioned somewhere basically.
That guy does not need to write any more comics to make money, I swear. I think he's set.
Yeah.
Let's keep
He is
on
indeed
going.
set for life. We got the 5th volume of Geiger from our friends over at Ghost Machine, or from Omar's friends over at Ghost Machine, I should say.
Everybody's friends. Everybody loves Ghost Machine.
Fair enough. Issues 16 through 23 are collected in here, $17.99, coming out on the 17th of June.
Oh my gosh. This is the Ashley Arden volume, which is the glowing woman, and she is awesome. If you haven't gotten there because you're waiting, you are gonna love it.
So wait, the Northerner and Redcoat appear in this?
I'm not gonna tell you things.
It says, why do I read solicitations? I just read that. I'm like, wait. I knew that something was happening. They've been hinting at it, but I didn't know if it was going to be like a big crossover thing or if just characters are going to pop in and out of stories.
We are building towards big crossover things, like
Oh, it's we now.
Yeah.
Help Shannon.
Are you not on the adventure with them?
I am. But because I read them in trade, I forget about them every 6 months, and then I'm like, oh, that's right, it's more Geiger.
The last issue of Geiger was one of my picks of the week. The week that so I am fully invested in what they're doing with this story now, which I'm not gonna lie, like if you're out there and you're like, in 2021 I read the first volume of Geiger and it didn't sell me on the series, I say go and get the volume that kicked off in like when Ghost Machine actually launched as Ghost Machine, that like 2024 volume, because the first volume I was like, okay, and then when they brought it back when they launched Ghost Machine, I was like, oh no, I'm like way more in, and
it's good stuff.
Now it's definitely pulls me in.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. You know what? Everything they have done at Ghost Machine has just been solid. Like, and of course, it shouldn't surprise me, but you always take a gamble, right? Like you're pulling some big talent from the big two, primarily DC Comics, and it's like, can they really do their own creator-owned stuff? And it's working. I've enjoyed every single one of the stories, and they keep getting better and better. Like Redcoat is excellent. I cannot wait for that deluxe edition.
And somebody asked if Geiger was a superpowered person. Yeah, Geiger is a man who was standing outside of his bomb shelter when a nuclear blast went off, and somehow that radiated him, and so he has nuclear power essentially within him, and he has to like control it with these rods, and if not, like, and so he can channel the energy into the rods. So kind of, but like everybody else, like there's nobody else is really super powered for the most part. They're kind of just post-apocalyptic wasteland kind of people.
Yeah, it's really good, and of course driven by pure emotion, because sad things happen, and that's kind of what the big push is for a lot of Jeff Johns stories, and I'm all here for that because I love that trope. Great. You want to cheer for the good guys and cheer for the doggy, and nothing better happened to the doggy. And who's a year ahead of me.
Indeed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 6th volume of Lady Mechanica, Sangre, $16.99, collecting the 1 through 5th issues. First and 5th issues.
Yeah, this has been a fun series. I've enjoyed it since he was self-publishing. I'm glad that he found a home at Image. Makes it easier for him. And I'm glad they reprinted the previous volumes too as hardcovers, because people don't like mix matching the spines of the books, but yeah,
I get it.
I like it. Joe Benitez, man, it's a great artist and it's a pretty solid storyteller too. What is this?
You got Sweet Paprika.
Yes.
Open for business, $16.99. This is going to collect Black, White, and Pink issue number 1 and Open for Business issues 1 through 5 with Steve Orlando and rising Italian star Emilia Piliu.
Yes,
it's not Mirka at all working on this.
No, this is completely different. This is actually about, so if you've read Sweet Paprika, she's a demon. Paprika's a demon who works to as a book publisher, and this is her assistant story. And so it's kind of, he's dealing with trying to impress Paprika at work, but he's also in a relationship with somebody who wants to have an open relationship, and he's kind of afraid of what an open relationship would look like. And then, as it was also Sweet Paprika books, a lot of drama ensues in the most hilarious ways possible.
Is it super sexy?
Always, yes. You cannot have a Sweet Paprika book without a lot of sex. This is one where I can't show. Like, I'm like, Sweet Paprika is out this week. There you go. I can't show this live on the internet because they won't let me. Especially when we were still live on Facebook. I was like, I'm not even gonna open the book. Everybody, just,
go buy it. Go snag it. See for yourself.
No, I get it. I remember, like, I don't think I did an overview of the book because I was like, I can't show, because they did a hardcover collection, and it's kind of tamed down compared to the other work that she did, but still, it's lots of sex. So
yeah.
Rogue Sun Volume 6 from Ryan Parrott, Abel. This is going to collect the 30th through 35th issues of Rogue Sun, coming out on the 24th of June, with Spawn now in the fold for this trade paperback.
Oh, Medieval Spawn?
Yeah, which was such a crazy throw into the Rogue Sun universe, which also means that Spawn exists in the Radiant Black universe, at that point. So, which is cool.
So, has this been collected in any of the hardcovers yet?
No. The only one that's come out in hardcover so far are the 2 Radiant Black massive editions we've gotten. And I believe what Bootysil said on multiple times on Discord, at least from what my friend told me, is that they're waiting for trade paperback sales to go up so they can justify doing a hardcover for Rogue Sun and other series.
I got to meet him at San Diego Comic-Con, the guy that's in charge of designing the books. Not San Diego, I'm sorry, Comics Pro. And it was really sweet because he told me that he looked to my channel for ideas on how to properly design a hardcover for a big collection because he knew that I like big hardcover collections. And I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Good for you.
I didn't get to do the overview. I think you did the overview. So
yeah.
But that's really cool.
I'm also just so honored that you just confused us with San Diego Comic-Con. I'm like, wow, our conference was so good that you thought
it was so good. It was so amazing. Yeah,
I'm so proud right now.
You should be. You should be. You did an amazing thing. You keep on doing amazing things. And
thank you.
Oh man, when is this getting a hardcover?
Soon. But this is Sacrificers Volume 4 by Max Fiumara and Rick Remender, $16.99, collecting the 16th through 21st issues of Sacrificers.
One of my favorite books on the shelf is Sacrificers.
Real?
Okay. Yes. I didn't. It's just I was like, oh, like when they first pitched it as like a sci-fi fantasy. Usually, I'm like, maybe it'll be my thing, maybe not. Every issue of this book is so good, and it just keeps stacking. And Rick Remender, every time I'm like, okay, this is like the end, he's like, haha, no, it's not. Here we go. We're gonna keep going. And it's such a good story of rebellion against the gods, of what it's like now we're dealing with in this volume, what is it to be the gods, and if you cause a rebellion, can you ever actually who gets put in charge, and can you ever actually make it better than it was? I agree. I would buy a library edition of Sacrifice. There's this book. Oh yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna get one because he has taken everything he's done, with the exception for some reason
Open League?
The N League and
N League, yeah.
Gigantic. Those, for some reason, that he still hasn't brought over to Image. Those are still Dark Horse releases, but those have been out of print for a while. So I assume once some kind of license deal is done or whatever, that he'll bring those over to Image Comics. Yeah, and of course he's working on more grommets. That was one of my favorite things he co-wrote. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Because like one of my biggest pet peeves is period pieces that are written with today's lenses. Like, and if you lived during that time, you were like, we didn't talk like that. But Grommet's got it, man. That was so good. Oh,
Did you
anyway.
get one of the boards? Did you buy one of the skateboards?
Wait, they made a Grommet skateboard?
They made Grommet skateboards.
Of course you would know.
They
No,
had like
Shannon, this is the home of collected editions. I'm in my 40s. I buy a skateboard, I'm going to die. You're talking to a guy who did
ride it.
720s back in the day. No way, man.
Yeah, they had the cover on one, and then they had like a skate or die one that was like the board they had. It was awesome. I mean, we bought one. Yeah, there they are. We
Oh, that's okay. That's cool.
we got a couple of them, and we actually gave one to a local skate shop that all of the which is also a barber shop, which is where we all get our hair cut, and so we bought them one because they're so cool.
Oh, that's nice.
What's they gonna do with a skateboard? I mean,
They're gonna hang it up.
I don't have any room to hang it up. Have you seen my walls? They're covered with bookshelves. And like people are like, "Oh man, what kind of posters you got on your walls?" Nothing. I've got, well, sorry, Savage Land Rogue and Psylocke swimsuit, but that's it. That's it. I have no room for posters.
No room for posters. But Sleep is also getting a trade paperback. So if you do not have enough money to shell out for the hardcover, this is $19.99 collecting the 8-issue series once again. We've also got.
Do you know how silly that sounds? Tony Hawk is still skating. He's older than you. Tony Hawk was a professional skateboarder. He had many of video games based on him.
I played some of those when I was a kid, Omar.
Skateboarding, man. What's that?
I played some of those video games when I was a kid. It's been a while though. Sunstone Volume 3. This is a 2026 edition, $14.99, coming out on the 10th of June.
Is this the new digest size, or is this a new trade paperback? I know you can't tell with dimensions, but
I might be able to see. Let me see.
Thank you, Shannon. What does it collect, Dom? While Shannon is looking.
Yeah, this is 6x9. Yeah, presented.
Okay, so it is digest size. Okay.
Yeah.
So
this is all new
Shannon,
cover art.
what do you think of Sunstone?
I read the first volume, and I mean, and we have a lot of customers who really like it. I like Stefan's art. So I always just honestly like love to see the way he draws people. I think Harleen was a freaking gorgeous book, and so honestly that's what made me start looking at other things that he had done before. Was because I read Harleen and I was like, what else does he draw? So
the reason I ask you that, and I swear this is not going to come off as sexist, or I'm going to try not to come off.
Oh my god!
But every lady that I have met that has read Sunstone loves it, right?
Yeah.
And
that is the main customer base that I have that buys it.
It's about two ladies, right, that are getting together, and it's got BDSM. And as a dude, I'm like, yo, man, that's written for me. And I read it, and we read it for Old Reader, New Reader, and I'm like, I don't get it. It's like, there's so much talking and little BDSM.
Yeah.
I don't think this is written for dudes. But yeah, all the ladies that have read the series, like all my friends that have read the series, based on the covers alone, and based on a poster that one of my viewers sent me that I gave away a few years ago, because they were like, what is that? I'm like, here, let me let you borrow it. But yeah, it's just, I find that really interesting. There are, and I'm not saying it's just women, there are dudes that were on the live stream that really enjoyed it too. But I was wondering what you thought about it.
I mean, honestly, like, I'm in for. I was like, that sounds so weird. I'm like,
yeah, be careful how you word that.
No, I definitely enjoyed the volume that I read.
Okay.
I definitely did. I only read the first volume, so but now there's new volumes. But yeah, I most of the customers that I see pick it up are also women, and like that come in and are like obsessed with it, are like, I love this book so much, and I think it's just it's just a story that I think resonated with a lot of people.
Awesome.
I
Dom, have you
endorse
read it?
the series, Omar, because I know somebody or a friend of mine knows Ryan Cady, or is good friends with Ryan Cady, and Ryan Cady edits the series. So
Uh-huh.
that's my
Have
blind
you read it,
endorsement.
Dom?
I've read like 2 pages because my friend told me to read it, and I said I'm not really into it's not me.
Your friend that edits the series, or is that what you said?
No, my friend is the friend who is a friend of the guy who edits the series.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
So it's blind
you read
endorsement.
2 pages in, and you were like, "Not for me." Wow, that didn't take much.
Well, I'm also just not a fan of porny stuff in general, so
What it? Oh yeah. That's a different category, of course. Where do you keep this book, Shannon? Now that it's coming, like if you have like this is a serious question as a comic book store owner. These are coming in digest size. Where do you keep these books?
You have to keep them. We have to keep books like that like up higher in general. And we'll still, even when they but it'll be with trade, like we're putting our digest aside from our DC digest, which have like their own side of a display table. Most of our other digests, like the Invincible size and the Future Is, things like that, they're actually just getting put in with trade paperbacks in the same spot, which is kind of nice because it does break up the sizing. And so people, a lot of times those like the Future Is had a lot of people that went straight to that because it was the only one in that like action, like non-Marvel DC superhero kind of story that was that size. And so a lot of people would go and grab that because they were just curious why this one book was so much smaller. But if you put stuff in that 6x9, you are definitely gonna get people's attention. Now the difference though is it's gonna sell faster if it's 6x9 and $9.99. The thing that DC did, it wasn't just the size, it was the price point. That $9.99 moves those books so quickly. And Records did that with Future Is as well. They made that $9.99 for their digest size, and it flies off the shelf too. So it's you got to do the $9.99 price point with the smaller size. Like that's the key. The $14.99 at 6x9, it doesn't have the same like move factor unless other than to like the fandom that already exists for it.
So let me show you something. Coming in June is this. This is Brand New Day, Spider-Man. It is that 6x9, and it is $9.99. So it's smaller than the Marvel Premiere line. So and this isn't the only book they're gonna do. They're gonna do. I think this one has 328 pages. It's a lot. And as you probably know, these aren't making. They're not gonna make a killing for the companies, but they are gonna get in new readers. And as I told DC, I was like, $9.99 is cheaper than manga.
Yeah.
Like there is no manga that is $9.99 anymore. Like I think every one of them. I think the cheapest is still $11.99.
Yeah, it's like $11-12.99.
Yeah, and that's just insane. And I'm like, it's Spider-Man, it's Batman, it's what kids are drawn to immediately. But I'll tell you what, as a 12-year-old kid, if I found a book like this on your shelf, I'd be like flipping through it, going, "Whoa, jackpot!" It's $14.99. No. Okay, let's keep going, Dom.
All right, next book up on that's actually it for Image. And you can get all of our books or these books over at Image. If you live in Europe and you want to say, hey, this 6x9 nice Sunstone edition is going to go nicely on my shelf, you can check out our sponsors over at Walt's Comic Shop. You let us know that or let them know that we sent you. You'll be able to get some more thingamaboos off of your order. That's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and collected editions in Europe. Ding!
You nailed it, Dom. You nailed it.
Ooh.
All right, what's next?
Whoopsie-doo. Next on the list, we got Dark Horse, and the first hardcover here is, you know what, Shannon? Do you know how to pronounce these people's names?
No. um,
On I'm gonna die. Omar.
Say it with your chest, Dom. Just like believe in yourself. Do not mess up everybody's name, except for
I know.
all three. Because
Paul Free? I know, I got corrected
when you
today.
meet people. But that is the creator right there on the left.
Andrzej Sapkowski's The Witcher, the Last Witch in 1999, coming out on the 8th or 11th of August, I should say. And this is the sixth graphic novel in a series of Witcher graphic novels.
And these are adaptations, I think, of the book series,
Yeah.
which of course has been adapted into the video game, and that's been adapted into the
comic.
Netflix show, and they ended up replacing what's his name, Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, got replaced by Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Crimson's little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Great.
I haven't seen a single episode, so I don't know if it was good. I couldn't tell you. I haven't played the game. I have read the comics.
I don't have a TV, so I
What?
yeah, we don't have a TV. So I have a TV that has my store like cameras on it, but I don't have like a TV for watching.
Hmm.
Shannon, how do you find out about things? How do you find out? I mean, I wish I didn't have a TV either, but how do you find out about stuff?
I own a comic book store, so everybody comes in and tells us about them. So,
About the real world?
yeah, I mean, you don't need what streaming services aren't going to give you like the news or anything. So you read the news on, you go to your website that you trust for news kind of things. And then, I mean, TV shows and stuff like we had a TV. It did just break. I will say that. But we were only watching TV on Sundays. We would watch something. So like we watched a movie like and stuff like when we would eat our dinner after the live show, after our show. And then our TV broke and we just didn't replace it. So
you guys don't watch television then?
not really. Not really at all. I mean, again, how do you think I read all the books?
Because that's amazing. Good for you all. Yeah.
And then yeah, and I mean, other than that, like I work from 10 in the morning to 4 in the morning most days of the week, so I don't really have a chance to watch TV. So
not even in the background, huh? Okay.
No, not really. Again, like honestly, the most entertaining show in the world in the background is the camera footage from the comic shop. So, like, what would be the point of putting something on in the background when I can put that on in the background?
Fair enough.
All the funny things happening in a comic book store. That would be the most entertaining show.
Okay. Oh my God! Yes.
Appleseed. Deluxe edition by Shiro Masamune at $69.99. Nice. 816 pages. And this is going to collect Appleseed volumes 1 through 4 with a wraparound 6 color covered art printed on silver foil to express the future aesthetic 4-color end sheets sewn in bookmark and gilding on these pages.
One of my most wanted deluxe editions for manga. I love this stuff. I still have my trade paperbacks. They weren't tankobons. They were trade paperbacks in the left to right format. So I can't wait to see this in a traditional Japanese format. I can't believe it's taken them this many years to make this happen. I know there was a little bit of a license bump there. I think Kodansha wanted to have all the rights to Shiro's work, but it's really cool to see it come out. If you're a fan of the Ghost in the Shell movie, this is nothing like it. Because, well, I'm just being honest. Because Ghost in the Shell movie is nothing really like the manga. People expect to find the cool like aesthetics of the movie in the manga, and they're like, well, this isn't as cool. There are aspects that are borrowed heavily for it, but yeah. This is actually close. They did an OVA years ago, and it is close. The OVA was close to this. It's excellent. I love this stuff. This is definitely cyberpunk. I love it. This is more like, yeah, if you found that hard to read, this one is not as hard to read as Ghost in the Shell. That will be the Data book, which is the other book that will have his other collections like Orion and Black Magic. So excited for this one. This is Oh my god, it can't come soon enough. 816 pages. They're out of their damn mind.
It's $70.
That's a deal, man. $70. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they could have easily made that 2 books, 3 volumes with a data book, but they decided to put it all in one. I'm all here for it. Do you read manga, Shannon?
Yes. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
My favorite manga right now is Nina the Starry Bride.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying.
I was going to say, which hasn't been collected into a deluxe edition. So
yeah, I don't know what you're talking. I don't look. I'm not snooty. I read manga too. I don't have to have it in deluxe edition. I was just wondering what it was.
It's about a girl who is taken from the streets. Like, she's like an orphan girl, and she's taken and trained to be the new princess because they had decided to sell off the princess to a prince in another kingdom. And on the way to bring the princess back from where she was training as like a priestess, her carriage falls off the cliffside, and the princess is
okay.
They train this orphan girl to, because nobody knows what the princess looks like because she's been at this priestess village for her whole life. So they only know that she has bright blue eyes, and that's the only thing they know. So they just find an orphan with bright blue eyes and train her to be the princess. And now we're, having some magical girl moments, and it's a love triangle and all of the other things that I absolutely need my manga to have.
Oh, okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's either got to be horror or it's got to be insanely funny, cute. Like, those are my 2 manga sides. Like, it's either the darkest of horror or.
Who's the publisher on that one?
Kodansha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we have this coming out too, which is the Star Wars book.
And New Hope, the manga volume 2 of The Art of Star Wars at $49.99 at a 10 by 12 dimension size edition.
They're big.
Here is the cover for it. Second of 2.
These are not traditional manga size. Yeah, actually, if you wait a minute, I'll show you.
All right, as we wait for Omar to show, have you seen the art for volume 1, Shannon?
What was that?
Have you seen volume 1?
I have not. No. I'm sure it's beautiful just looking at these covers, though.
I've never seen, is it supposed to be, is it just like the manga edition of their rendition? Oh, there we go.
Well, I thought Omar was going to show us. There he is.
I was just teasing you. So this is the way they look. They're big.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're beautiful. So compared to, this is now Tankobon size, right? But yeah, that's how big they are. And they're absolutely beautiful. They did a Kickstarter, and that's why they were able to send me some really early copies. The problem with this is I'm not supposed to show you. There is a mistake on this one, so they've gone back to print on volume 2.
Oh, okay.
Volume 1, they did say I could show, but yeah, this is what it will look like.
Can you show us the interior of volume 1?
No, I cannot.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Yes, of course I can.
I was like, okay. Well, I don't know. Did you open it? Did you leave it in plastic?
Of course I opened these things. So this is...
he said that there was plastic on the book.
I know. That's what it's like.
Well, I wasn't allowed to open the other one.
Okay.
But I want to hit... So, I'm sorry. This is what it looks like. So the translation... let me just show you. Have you all read the Star Wars manga adaptation? Okay.
No.
That's
so
why
think of this.
That's why we wanted to see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my camera is on manual focus. Or, I'm sorry.
I see. Yeah, I see the Star Destroyer.
Well, do you see the sides? Because that's where the translation is.
Ah.
So this is all written in kanji, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or Japanese. And then the side is where the translation is.
That's a really cool way to do that.
It's because it is called The Art of Star Wars manga.
So
right. So think of it like a really interesting artist edition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool.
That is really cool.
So there you go. That's what it is. You don't read manga, John. You just look at the pretty pictures.
He looks at the pretty pages. Can't blame him.
Leaflet. Dungeons and Dragons? Hell
Yep,
yeah.
it's getting a library edition. Or this is the animated adventures library edition.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
wow.
$49.99, 224 pages. This is going to
Oh,
collect
that's cool.
Saturday Morning Adventures 1 through 4, Endless Summer, the second series 1 through 4, and tag along with them as it comes out in August.
That's cool.
So I was a big fan of this 80s cartoon. And if you were a big fan of this 80s cartoon, you know that your heart broke because it never finished. They actually wrote an ending to this show. And I'm hoping that's what this comic does. I haven't read any of this, but I love the cartoon. And I ended up getting the toys too. I have spoken at length. I don't remember John saying anything about reading manga or Iron Man. Sorry, John. I think you're mistaking this with another show. Let's move on. What else have we got in hardcover? Or is that it for hardcover? Nope.
Gotten
City.
Yeah.
Oh, that kid.
Matt
And
Kent,
David
David
Lapham.
Lapham.
This book is so good, by the way. It's coming out right now. We just had the second issue. It's a 3-issue series. And it is about a superhero who, when he goes to sleep, he wakes up in our world and he's just a regular person and he's not sure which one's the real life and which one's the dream life. And so we are seeing kind of everything like unravel in different ways in both worlds. And it's so good. So good.
Okay, it's got the Shannon seal of approval.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it is indeed a Matt Kent book. So that is for sure to be.
I'm a big fan of both creators. So
Oh, wait, it's 4 issues. I said 3. It's 4 issues.
4 issues?
that's strike 3.
I know.
Oh my goodness. Miss Trudell and the Rise of Man by Mike Mignola and Jesse Lonergan, I should say, sorry. Coming out on the 18th of August, $24.99, collecting the 4-issue series plus bonus material.
Also beautiful. Jesse was the right choice to draw in the Hellboy universe. Like, we've seen a lot of these like side, Hellboy quest stories, all these things from the Hellboy world, and a lot of the art, like, it doesn't necessarily have that same Mignola feel. Like, Jesse nailed it, and the paneling, Jesse's known for crazy wild panels, and they work so well. But also the fact that Mike is actually writing this one. Or did actually write it because it just wrapped up last week. But that a lot of these side stories aren't actually Mike Mignola writing them. They're like somebody else writing them, and he just gets that credit for creating it, But he actually did do this story, which was awesome.
He usually supplies the cover, so it's a big deal for him to be writing the stories too. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't, and this is another one of the questions I get all the time. Like, will these little stories be collected in a hardcover format like the rest of the series have been? Yeah, I'm sure one day.
Someday.
But we're still, I don't know, a couple of years before we're done. I hope.
Mignola still has a lot more stories to tell.
Yeah.
I think that's very clear.
Well, you're in for a treat with that Lucifer, man. If you've never read it, love that book.
On to the trades, we've got Masters of the Elements Volume 1, which is Avatar Legends, $13.99, 80 pages, and also a digest format. And this is indeed the cover.
Man. Always happy to have new Avatar books coming into the store because there's still generations of people coming and discovering Avatar, which is awesome.
Now, when you say generations, do you see like kids?
Yes.
That's awesome. I love
that. I see kids as young as like 8-9 years old coming in and asking for anything with Avatar still, which is awesome. I mean, it makes sense. Their parents are probably millennials who watched it and showed it to them, so it makes sense. I do see a lot of like parents who come in with their kid and they're like, oh, we watched the whole show together, and like now they are obsessed with it and they want more, which is awesome.
As they should, because it is, in my personal opinion, one of the best shows of the 2000s. Bar none.
The original cartoon?
Yeah. It got banned in my household, but I got to watch it with friends at their places when I was a kid.
Look at you rebel.
Right.
Proud of you. They sell really well in Scholastic fairs, too.
They do.
The kids really love that stuff.
They do. We've also got the
other Avatar.
Yeah, which is the other Avatar. 1999, 136 pages by Ethan Sachs, collecting the 6-issue series. of the tipping point.
Yeah, I haven't read any of these, so I know
I've seen a lot of people coming in for them though recently. Like we've had this newest part of the tipping point story has kind of grown with its readership in our store for sure. I don't know if it was because of the movie and it made people remember they liked Avatar or what, but we've seen a jump for this newest part of tipping point over the others.
Very cool. And you like bounty hunters, Omar, so you'd probably.
I'm a huge fan of bounty hunters. I like the movies. Like, I love the first one. I thought the first one was great. Second one was pretty good, and third one, sure.
Josh, I grew up. That was my generation show. What do you want me to say?
He wants you to make him
with
feel
SpongeBob, good. Fairly Odd Parents, Jimmy Neutron. I can go on and on, man. That was my show. I claimed that show, Josh. Cat and Crazy Volume 4, $12.99, 184 pages, as part of their manga line.
This is a follow-up to Cat Gamer.
Yep.
Yeah, my kiddo was a huge fan of that. I don't know if she's followed this one up, but anything with cat and manga, it's insane. We've got I think 5 cat manga titles out now that are coming out.
Easily.
That's crazy. Dom, are you still there?
I'm still here. It's just my camera is overheating again.
Oh, wow. They're doing the complete... Okay, but it's in trade paperback.
Yeah, trade paperback. We got the EC Archives, A Complete Valor, $19.99, 168 pages. Collecting Valor issues 1 through 5.
Yeah, man. I don't have this one in hardcover. I don't think it was released in hardcover. I could be wrong. But I love all this EC stuff. And we agree. Shannon does fucking rock.
Thanks, guys.
Dom's like, screw it. I'm not sharing anything else.
No. I'm still here. I'm just accidentally pressing different buttons. Okay. But yes, I'm still here.
I would assume they usually give hardcovers the EC treatment, or I'm sorry, other way around. EC Comics the hardcover treatment, but I don't remember. And I could be wrong. I don't remember Valor getting it. Oh, the kitty cuteness overheating because of the solicits. That's exactly
right. They're straight fire.
Yeah. The Goon.
We got the Goon Omnibus Volume 6, $34.99, 424 pages, coming out on the 11th of August. $34.99, collecting a ragged return to Lonely Street, the deceit of a Cro-Magnon dandy, fishy men, witchy women, and bitter beer, and more.
I love the Goon. I don't know how you all feel about the Goon. What do you think?
I've read a little bit of it and not all. I need to read more because I definitely need to see where more of his story, because I've read some of the new ones too that are coming out, and so it's been cool. I've enjoyed checking them out. Somebody just asked if I enjoyed the Inn to Crownsville. I did, actually. I really liked the way that they wrapped it up. It was a good story, I think. I wish that they would have actually made it longer so they could have dove into even more of the creepy lore and the things that were actually done in the asylum. But I enjoyed the ending.
Is that a comic? What is that?
It is. It was by Rodney Barnes. It was an Oni Press.
Oh, I like Rodney Barnes.
Earlier this year, and it is a man who is a reporter. On his mom is dying. On her deathbed, she tells him that she used to work at the asylum in town, and that they did a lot of experiments on children from underserved communities, and it did not end well. And the asylum is haunted now, and he has to deal with kind of figuring out what actually happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've got the Omnibus, or otherwise known as, I like to say, the Dark Horse version of Compendiums, Jupiter's Legacy, Volume 1, $29.99, 312 pages, coming out on the 18th of August. This is going to collect Volumes 1 and 2 of Jupiter's Legacy with Yeah, cover from
This is-
Frank White.
It's the same content as the library editions.
Mhm.
You know what's really funny is that at Comics Pro, they were talking about IDW. They were fighting about what they should call. They were like, we need to call these things what everybody else is calling them. We can't keep calling these things compendiums. They were talking about the oversized hardcovers. And I'm not going to say who it was, but it's hilarious because I was like, oh my God, you guys are speaking my language. Let me tell you what I think. And they said, we wanted to know what I thought. And then we brought up our, Dark Horse, because Dark Horse also does the same thing with omnibus editions. But they also have a compendium. Like the Harrow County came out as a compendium edition, not an omnibus. But then you have things like Jupiter's Legacy that is coming out as an omnibus, not a compendium. So it's kind of confusing. So that's something IDW is looking at. Like, we need to just go across the board and name these things what they should be named, instead of like confusing the hell out of people that are thinking a compendium is just a softcover format. Because like Lock and Key and the Ninja Turtles were all compendiums, but they're omnis really.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Kara at Dark Horse, and now she's at Mad Cave. But that was one of the things people were confused about, is omnibus, that word. But they have been doing it longer than anybody else, though, because they have been doing it with manga for years. And I think that's where it all came from. Yeah, Ghost is a compendium. Again, it could have been called an omnibus. I think Madman is an omnibus. So yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Confusing name, labels, and all this stuff and whatnot. We got the omnibus.
Yes.
Kurosagi Corpse
Hell
Delivery
yes.
Service.
Oh my God, I've been waiting years for this.
$29.99.
Have you read this, Shannon?
No, you actually told me to on the horror evergreen show.
Yes.
So it's been on my
You
list.
listen to me. That was
No, I like wrote it down because I was like, I think I took a picture of the screen and was like, okay, I have to read this one.
Oh my God, this is so good. And it was heartbreaking because this was in the catalog a couple of years ago, whenever they reprinted volumes 1 through 5 of the omnibus, because the manga continued. So what they did was pulled it out of the catalog, and people were, and by people I mean me and probably 12 other people, were just heartbroken, because we were like, oh, we were hoping that you'd actually come out with it. But now they did, and it's finally coming out, and now it's solicited, so it's one step closer. I love these stories. It's your base. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo, but they have weird powers of talking to the dead, and of course, like meeting different kind of ghosts. Definitely mature themes in this too. So, because, well, the way some of those ghosts died are kind of horrific. Great series. Oh my gosh, I love it. But glad that it's coming back out in an omnibus softcover format, just like Lobster Johnson. Wow, that's been a while.
In omnibus format. $29.99, 472 pages. 4th of August. This is going to collect. We actually, the trade volumes: The Iron Prometheus, The Pirates, Ghosts, and Metal Monsters of Midtown, A Chain Forged in Life, and the short story The Killer in My Skull.
The Iron Prometheus is one of my favorite across the board Hellboy stories. I'm surprised it took this long to come out, because I want to say
it's been a while.
Not hardcover, yeah. It's been a few years.
I think our store was still in Austin when the volume 1 hardcover came out. So it's been at least almost 4 years.
Yeah. So cool that they're continuing it, though, for people that like it. Great series. If you like the Hellboy universe, Lobster Johnson is one of the greatest characters.
Time to keep that in mind. We got the Untold Stories Elspeth, Magic the Gathering, right, with Dan Waters on this time, $19.99, 112 pages, coming out on the 1st of September. And this is going to collect issues 1 through 4 of the series.
Dan Waters is a big old nerd. I love that.
Really big old nerd, man.
Like, I was talking to him, and he was telling me that, he wrote Magic. And I'm like, I know that people write Magic when they like playing the game. I haven't met any writer that has written a Magic comic that hadn't played the game.
Yeah.
So, apparently he was. So that's cool. That cover reminds me of like Humberto Ramos back in the day, like back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the stretchy faces.
Yeah, I dig it. Well, go, Dom. Well, you go to the next one. Shannon, have you experienced sales increases when a movie or TV series of a comic property is released?
It kind of depends. And it's like when a new season of Invincible drops, like the Invincible Compendiums will sell like crazy. You won't be able to keep anything in stock for like Invincible, even like with Battle Beast being in the, you know, everybody was like, oh, we got to get Battle Beast. We got to get Battle Beast. But like, when Jupiter's Legacy was a show, like we didn't see a rise in that selling. So it kind of depends on what happens with that push for fandom. You'll always see people when a show is announced coming in for those back issues because they want to get them for the value. It's like, oh, if this does take off, you know, you get all the speculators who come in and get them for the value on that. But it really does kind of depend. Manga, definitely. I saw somebody ask earlier if JoJo gets like bumped up whenever a new season comes out. Manga, if there is a anime for it, it completely changes the game every time.
Really, that's cool. JoJo can be overwhelming too, with so many different parts, so many different volumes.
Yeah.
Because my kiddo's into Steel Ball Run, and there's this whole uproar right now of people that love JoJo that we've only gotten one episode on Netflix of Steel Ball Run, and that might be it for this season. And I'm like, that's not a season. Do they not understand how seasons work? If I was a kid, I'd be pissed, or a JoJo fan. This is Resident Alien. Resident Alien got a TV show, right? With
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk, right? Yeah.
And that didn't really like push a new readership into that book, which is a shame because I do think that this series is underrated for just like the storytelling that it's doing. I think that it doesn't get enough attention.
You dig it?
It's pretty good. I definitely think that it's I like that it is this like alien trying to like fit into like the human world, and just kind of some of those, I mean, even like you can see like it talks about in this one, like, oh, now he's a stay-at-home dad, and it's like, how do you, like, you know, it's almost, it's like tries to blend more of those slice of life moments into that sci-fi thing, which is what the show did too. You know, it was kind of just like Alan Tudyk living his life as an alien. But then you always go beyond that. It's not just slice of life. It does have all of the, like, you know, crazy things going on as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Final Volley.
Who do you talk to? Yeah, my daughter, my oldest daughter. She's the one that loves JoJo.
We got Star Wars, Hyperspace Stories, The Bad Batch, Rogue Agents. I love this team. 1999, 112 pages, coming out on the 22nd of September. This is going to collect issues 1 through 4 of Rogue Agents. I've never read the comic, but I really, really love the TV show.
If you like this show, you should read the comic because it definitely gives you more of that world.
Oh, show.
Yeah. This is... Hyper Stories are the ones that they're doing in library editions now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like the first two, or I'm sorry, the first one came out earlier this year. Sorry, but my comment about the DC release, I feel like a negative Nancy now. What did you say?
I think you said. I think they said something earlier about not being in love with the omnibuses from the catalog.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. That's your opinion.
Yeah.
Negative Nancy.
Next on the list, we got the Sacred Artifacts Tomb Raider trade paperback, 96 pages, $19.99, collecting issues 1 through 4 of Tomb Raider Sacred Artifacts.
I assume this is the new series?
It is a new series. It's not over yet. And it is about it's really cool to actually kind of see, because you are not sure who is really on Laura's side and who's not. Like we're still in that like shifty zone of like, I kind of don't trust anybody. I think that's what I actually said when I did the review of the last issue, was I was like, I don't trust anybody in this book. Like, honestly, I feel like everybody's double crossing Laura, and she may be double crossing all of them. I don't know. They're all playing a game, and I don't know what that game is yet. So I'm excited to see how it wraps up.
Okay.
Heck yeah. And if you are interested in getting your Tomb Raider bookies, and if you live over in Canada, check out our epic sponsor over at BD Cosmos, who have a physical storefront in Quebec. And if you manage to get we can manage to get free shipping with every order over $250 or more, and let them know that we sent you, and you'll be entered for a monthly gift card raffle for your entry points and whatnot. It's BD Cosmos, the Canadian something something in customer service in Canada. Hey,
The Canadian something and something.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm writing you a script. I'm gonna write you a script. All right, what's next for?
All right, next up on the list is the folks over at Boomster. Hey, that's a really nice Jim Chung cover. I miss Jim Chung on covers a lot, actually.
Wow, look at you. Yeah, he's one of my favorite artists. I couldn't tell it was him.
I love Jim Chung, man.
Oh my God, yes. I need a
book 6 of the Lumberjanes. We have book 4 that's coming out in trade paperback in a couple of weeks, but until then, we got book 6, $32.99.
It's a hardcover, Dom.
It's a hardcover. Okay,
Yeah.
I forget. See, when you put like 150 books on a list, Omar, you tend to forget.
Whoa! I'm not calling you out. I'm just I'm corrected all the time, man. It's okay.
I know.
Good job.
61 through 72, and the bonus tracks are also collected in here for book 6 coming out on the 4th of August.
This is the final.
That's my birthday.
I believe. Is it really?
August 4th, yeah.
Well, what are you going to be doing
Happy
for
early
your
birthday.
Reading Lumberjanes book 6?
It's a Wednesday. I'm going to be running a comic book store for New Comic Book Day.
Not a day off, huh? Wow.
No way, man. That's also the most fun day, though, to be like when your job is comic book store. It's the most fun day to like go to work because everybody comes in and they're excited that it's your birthday and you get to talk about comics for your birthday. So that's not a bad job to have on your birthday.
I've had to work on my birthday every job I've ever had.
Yeah.
Actually, I did a Saturday live stream for my birthday this past March, because it was I do a Saturday live stream every Saturday, and I'm like, oh, it's my birthday. Oh well, we're not doing any celebrating until later anyway. So yeah, I've never had a job that let you off on your birthday. My brothers have, and I'm like, what? They do that? And they were like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I've never had it unless I requested it off, and
Yeah,
you know.
so
Omar let me off on my birthday though, which was nice.
yeah, you got off on your birthday. So yeah, this is the last one. My daughter loves this series, so I have to pick these up for her. It never really clicked with me. I don't know why. I think she fell in love with it more than I did, but it's a fun series. Definitely for young adults.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also got one last hardcover, which is the
Whoa.
Power Rangers art of Dan Mora in oversized, $29.99, 176 pages, coming out on the 25th of August. Whether you are a lifelong Power Rangers fan or a fan of Dan Mora on Justice League Unlimited and Superman, this is the way to go.
Surprise, super surprise. This is a trade paperback, because
No,
when
they're
I
hard
think of,
It's hardcover.
oh, it is.
Yeah, these are both hardcovers.
Oh, and what are the dimensions?
It's
Deluxe?
oversized. 7 by 14, 11 by.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought I saw a soft cover. Cool. Forget everything I just said. See, don't mistakes happen. Then
That's on me. That's on me.
start yelling at me.
I didn't mean to.
I wasn't talking about you. All right, what's next?
Okay, now we go on to the trade paperbacks. We got to complete.
This is super sexy. Oh yeah, Faithless. Okay,
I remember when you did the overview for the
that was
hardcover,
hard to do.
I was just like,
Yeah.
you are missing pages, and I went, oh, that's why.
Yeah, YouTube is okay with decapitation, over the top violence, but you throw a nipple in there, forget
Nope.
it, man. They pull your video down. So this it has both. So this is the same thing as the hardcover then. It is. How much is this one?
Yeah. $29.99, 448 pages.
Wow, that is cheap for 448 pages, honestly. But definitely mature audiences only.
Yes. Yes.
I sound like an old man.
Indeed. We got Jane, an original graphic novel, 6x9, 1999. Ramon K. Perez, I really, really liked his art in Stillwater with Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, I like his art a lot.
Yeah. 1999. Here is a look at the cover.
That sounds like it's going to be really good.
That, you know what, based on cover alone, what Shannon said earlier, this might be an Eisner nominated book.
Yeah.
Sometimes covers, man, just I don't know. And I know they say not to judge, you know, but
that's what we have to, Omar. It's comics.
I was gonna say, I feel like in our industry, you do judge books by covers.
Yeah, but then what happens is like
then it's so hard on the inside, and
you get the cover by Jim Chung, and out of nowhere you're like, wait a second, Jim Chung did not draw any of this.
Yeah.
Okay. Eisner Award winning Ramon. Oh, Tale of Sand. That was a great book.
I like that book too.
And
wait, hold on. Aileen Brosh McKenna wrote The Devil Wears Prada and Twin. Those are movies or books? Shannon?
They're the books.
Okay. I've not seen either one of them. I know the premise, but
I mean, they are movies also, but I believe that she wrote the books, not the movies. So
Okay. Cool.
They would have called her screenwriter if it was for the
right, yeah, screenwriter or like playtell or something like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dom. I just assumed Shannon had seen those movies. I'm sorry. I should have said Dom too. I have not, so I don't. I
do enjoy The Devil Wears Prada.
They're making a sequel, right?
They are, and honestly, I don't think I like it for any of the reasons that you're supposed to like it. Like I think you're supposed to be like on like, you know, Anne Hathaway's side or whatever, but I really just like seeing the way like the fashion industry works. And I was working in fashion at the time when the movie came out, and so it was just also really cool to like be like, oh yeah, no, that is what it's like, and also just to see like I obviously at work all the time, so I'm like, I love watching this movie about work. It's great.
Well, now you can't watch it because you don't even have a damn television.
I know. But this is a retelling of reimagining of Jane Eyre, so I'm really curious to see how dark and like creepy it gets.
Was also the showrunner of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Wow, John, you know a lot about a little bit of everything.
Well, maybe they do mean she wrote the movies and not books book versions of them. So
maybe it's okay. When is the Most Wanted Omnibus Marvel? That is on Tuesday. No, I'm sorry, Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time when we're gonna go over the top 60. What's next, Dom?
What is next? Indeed, this is the last day of H.P. Lovecraft, 1999, 144 pages, 18th of August. Then this is going to collect issues 1 through 5.
I'm sure this is going to be a lovely, happy love story.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Title like that.
It is basically like a Christmas Carol for H.P. Lovecraft. Like he is
okay.
Like he is being visited by the demons of his own making, essentially, and it actually is like a hey, you know you're kind of a bad person. Like people, like you're gonna be remembered almost more for some of the bad, terrible things you did than you will be for the stories you created. And it's kind of like sitting in that moment at the end of your life where you're like, what is your legacy? And you think that it's one thing, and the people you left behind are like, no, it's actually not. So it's really interesting. Yeah,
I like that pitch. Christmas Carol for
H.P.
Lovecraft.
Except you know, too late to make a difference because it's
of course. Oh, and then the soft cover's coming out the same day. So
that's why cover for Lumberjanes. Cheaper, $22.99 for this one. We also got Mary Sue by Megan Fitzmartin at $16.99, 6x9 as well.
Oh my God, is it really? That is going to be so great. I'm sorry. It's a great time for that book to be in.
Talk to me about Mary Sue. I know what the term means, but what is this?
This is a story about a young girl who writes fan fiction, and it's kind of like the only thing she has like in her life, and she's struggling at school, and one day her main character for her fan fiction just shows up at her school in the real world, and now she's kind of and so it's very like a lot of like that self-discovery. It's funny. It actually talks about what a Mary Sue is and why that's not a bad thing. But she's kind of having to finally go on one of those like adventure stories that she just writes about. And it's Lisa Storrell on art, which works so perfectly for this story. Megan Fitzmartin does a whole bunch of like teaching you about fan fiction in the backup of every, like the backup matter of every issue. So you get to kind of learn some fan fiction terms. So if you're somebody who's never read fan fiction, at the end of the first issue, they actually had like, this is what all of these things mean. And so it was great for people to see it. But yeah, it's been a really fun book and really popular, honestly. Like we have so many people that are just coming in and loving this series. So
wow, dude, I love hearing that. Like, I don't know anything about this title, but the way you were talking about it and people coming in and reading it, like that's so cool to just, I don't know. I love comics and I'm all here for any comic, doing well. So that's great.
Heck yes. We got the second omnibus of SIKTC Volume 2. $49.99, 25th of August. This is going to collect issues 21 through 40.
So these are mapped the same as the library editions?
Or the deluxe editions, yes.
Okay. So again, omnibus just means soft cover for them.
Yes.
Thick old softy.
You know what, Shannon, Comics Pro next year, what we need to do is have a sit down with all the publishers and just go ahead and just rename everything into one across the board format.
Yes.
So,
well, I'll give you that forum to talk to that.
Yeah.
We'll have to work on explaining that trade paperback means previously released in single issue, and a graphic novel is original content. Like we have to.
I would assume OGN means, like people know what it means, but no, I don't think.
Graphic novel interchangeably with trade paperback, and I'm like, but. Like let's separate those two terms.
You can blame Barnes and Noble for that.
I know. It's actually academia's fault because they were trying to make it sound like comics were more
academia.
Yeah. So
okay. What's next, Dom?
That's it actually.
The omnibus will now go beyond the content of Something is Killing the Children hardcover.
Yeah,
well, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, this one goes to issue 40, while I think the second hardcover goes up to 35. Something like that.
Okay, I think they're going to be mapped a little different too.
Yeah.
What else is there? I'm sorry.
No, this is it for Boom.
Okay.
Now we are on to IDW.
Do you know what IDW stands for, Dom?
Interdimensional.
Wow, that's pretty quick. I'm curious because I never think about it. I forgot that at one time it did like stand for like ideas, design
works, right?
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
something like that. Which is why the old logo works so well, because it had the like light bulb.
We don't talk about the logos. That ship is set.
It did. It did.
Yes, I saw that they are releasing Hellraiser, and there's also a Kickstarter. Yeah, thank you for that, though.
Intellectual dark.
No, James. I would expect if anyone knows, it's you, James. Yeah, down with academia. What those words? No.
What do they know?
So watch this. Oh God! Look at that floodgate about to open, Shannon.
I know.
Logan, how are you, buddy? Detective Comics is still my favorite thing about DC, by the way. Okay, so this is the Star Trek art of.
Yeah, art of Star Trek and Defiant. Hey, we got Marcus Toe on here. I love freaking Marcus Toe. $39.99, 216 pages, with 65 artists collected in this as well.
Cool. And this is another one that is a hardcover that's oversized.
Yep, 7/4 by 12, and that's it for the hardcovers.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Trade paperbacks, we got Gigs by Mark Mosa Dale, $24.99, 276 pages, also 6x9. This is he's an author of the Hugo Award-winning Children of Time series. So this is an original graphic novel with him and Cy Smith.
Okay.
Looks cool.
Post-apocalyptic or dystopian future with AI taking over actual people's jobs.
What? That's too close to home. Keep going.
Very, very too close to home. We got the End of the Reign trade paperback from the Godzilla Kaisei era, $24.99 with Tim Seeley and Nicolas Mejia. This is going to collect issues 1 through 6 of the brand new ongoing series. And I'm actually surprised that they don't include volume numbers here, but nonetheless.
Right.
That is weird. I read the first issue of all 3 of the series, of the Kaisei series. They're all unique, and it's just a really good time to be a Godzilla fan.
It's such an interesting change to the lore with this series. Like that whole concept of like, you can have that, like you can absorb that energy like from the kaiju is such an interesting. It's been crazy. I actually think that I was hoping that they were gonna. I know it's gonna be ongoing, so they're gonna, but not go that far that fast. But I was like, man, I was really hoping that this was gonna have 1 through 12 in it, because this second arc, this issue 7 and on, has been my favorite part of the series so far. And so I'm like, oh, you're gonna have to wait all that time, Omar.
I gotta wait a year.
Yeah,
before I know what you're talking about, and by then you don't ever spoil things, but then you'll know what they're up to in issue 24, and I'm gonna be like,
Omar's like, man, I just saw what they did in issue 3.
what I hope they do when they get enough content, you can scroll down and go to the next book, Dom, is put this together with like the other 2 series and map them properly. Because while this one here, like this one is so different, Escape the Dead Zone. Also, because it's almost like anthropomorphic type of kaiju in this one.
Yeah.
As opposed to Spaceship Godzilla.
Yeah.
I like this one too. I think they're all unique, but putting them together in a big hardcover, which is, something IDW has done with Ninja Turtles and Transformers, and they tried to do with G.I. Joe, but only got to like 6 volumes, is something that they're not, I can actually see happening.
Yeah. I mean, with that, I also hope that they put all the Godzilla verses in one big hardcover. They're putting them out in single hardcovers right now, but they should do one big hardcover when it's all said and done.
I saw that Godzilla's destroying America city by city. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he comes to Kentucky. He's got to fight off a bunch of these dudes.
Hey, he gets free Kentucky Fried Chicken.
He's gonna fight off a bunch
Colonel
of these
Sanders is going to be part of it, Omar. I can't wait. We got Jekyll Island Chronicles, the complete trilogy, $39.99, 548 pages. This is going to collect. This is a very long list. Book 1, Machine Age War. Book 2, A Devil's Reach, and A Last Call, Book 3.
Nice. Okay. I don't know anything about this.
I don't know anything about it, but hey, we got it's post World War I, and I like near World War comics, so I guess it's for me. Mini pouches in the micro realm, not to be confused with Minnie the Mouse, obviously. $14.99, 160 pages. Coming out on the 23rd of June.
Digest size book.
Digest size book, and this is an original graphic novel.
Yeah, definitely has that kid vibe.
It's gonna be cute.
Yeah.
Right, she's saving her pets. That's gonna that's gonna be a big one for kids, I'm sure. For
sure. Oh, that's cool, Josh. Monster High World Scare, also very much then $17.99, coming out on the 23rd of June. These ads were all over Nickelodeon, the early 2010s. Like it was, like I'm like, there would always be something Monster High related after I watched Adventure Time, Gumball.
You just stop right now.
I was gonna say, because you said this is also very much for kids, but it is the 20-year-old market who is coming in. Like the 20 to 30 crowd, the people who were watching, like you just said, the Nickelodeon when they were that age, are coming in. But also, I have been putting this in the hands of anybody who likes a good pun, and Universal Monsters, because they have the punniest books. They're so good. And like this one, they're dealing with the World's Fair. They had another one that was about a haunted house, and it was literally just Evil Dead, but with the Monster High characters. Like, so if you are a fan of monsters and hilarious puns, like just grab a Monster High book and just laugh, because they're just lighthearted fun.
So my daughters were big into Monster High, and from time to time when we go to like toy conventions, my oldest and my youngest will pick out like some one of their favorites that they missed. So
Yeah.
that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
So this is a melody book. It does sound like something my wife would enjoy, like legit. Buds and Evil Dead. What is this? Heaven? No, it's Monster High, baby.
Monster High is shown on Nickelodeon.
Well, okay, so this is really cool because they're doing something unique at IDW. And I don't know if it's going to be for all the series. I assume it's going to be for Sonic and maybe Ninja Turtles. But this is on the go. This is the compact size, digest size books for $13.99. I don't know. Are you carrying the digest books in your store? Have you seen that Godzilla?
Yeah.
That thing has it's like 592 pages.
Yeah.
For $14.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. Like that's crazy. And it's got the entire 25 issue series in there. So what makes this unique is like Marvel and DC, well, mainly DC because Marvel started with the Marvel Premiere stuff, but they've been doing like stories that are like, okay, this is the Batman story. This is the Daredevil story. They're actually doing volume numbers here, and it kind of reminds me of the Sonic comics that were collected in the Archie digest size when Kaboom, was it Kaboom? The kids line at Boom?
Yes.
When they were doing it. And I thought that's really cool because they sell, and they sell with kids. So I'm glad they're doing this. $13.99. I don't know how well it will do for a kids line, but I hope it does well because I like this idea.
I mean, $13.99 is pretty much what the average kids graphic novel costs, so it's not like an unheard of thing. But also, if you put Sonic on something, it sells. Like everybody loves Sonic, kids, adults. There's so many people who are still coming in for Sonic on a regular basis. We have a whole Sonic section in our store. That's like featured right by the kids section. There's a table space that has like a whole collect all of the Sonic, the bigger trades, things like that. Like, and it's a constant refill section for us.
Awesome. Love hearing that. As long as kids are reading.
And that is a good thing.
The only one that I've gotten from IDW that they sent me was the Ninja Turtles Saturday morning cartoons. But I assume with a volume 3, has the Sonic one come out?
I believe one has.
Okay, cool. And this is another one. So this is the same concept, but it's not called On the Go. This one is called the IDW Classics line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your kid is going to love that line then. If your kid's 4 and wants Sonic comics, absolutely going to love it.
Yeah, it's they're thick too. They're not going to stop reading them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Boom, they haven't done a compact line yet, right? They're one of the few. Yeah, I'm sure they will. I mean, there's no way that they don't.
Yeah, IDW.
Look at super sexy Picard on that cover, man. What is up? The mirror it's the evil versions, right? The mirror world.
You got to show off the shoulders, man. That's what I love about the
bicep. My dude's been like working out.
Indeed. We got Starship Godzilla as a part of the Kaisei era too, $24.99. Also collecting.
Yeah. That's my favorite, man. That dude's artwork is so good. It's like Daniel Warren Johnson type of energy in his art. It's so good.
And it's very like this story is just very much one of those like Guardians of the Galaxy, but with kaiju kind of, stories. Like it's fantastically fun. Like
let's make Godzilla spaceship. It's as ridiculous as the concept of Hulk, like making Hulk into a spaceship. Yes, I like this. Anime Daniel Warren Johnson.
Yeah.
It's Jacked Omar for reasons. So, wait, is that real? I don't know. If I believe you. Yeah.
For reasons. We got the 8th volume of the Saturday Morning Adventures TMNT, collecting issues 27 to 31, coming out on the 30th of June, $16.99. Here's a look at the cover.
This is the one that they made into On the Go for the first volume.
And this arc of it is the one that actually is like one like full story instead of like all the other ones kind of being like just like the episodes of the show where it's like one and done. This one was kind of like a whole battle between the pantheon, so each one actually does like really kind of flow together for one big battle against the pantheon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
I love my
One giant battle to end it all.
Well,
And
battle world.
until the next one.
Or battle next.
Until the next one. Next up, we got Dynamite. I can't do it, Omar. I can't do it.
You're almost there, man. You're almost there. All right, Dynamite. What we got here?
We got Disney's Villains Maleficent, Volume 2 by Paulina Ganuccia and Theo Schultz at $21.99. This is coming out on the 17th of June.
Is that the same creative team that did the first one?
No,
I was going to say, because I thought it was Sue Lee that did the first one.
Yeah, I was like, it was just, yeah, this is different. And it's a different story. This one sends her like kind of back into the fairy dimension, trying to find this power that she needs. And so it's just kind of Maleficent on her own quest.
Okay. I have been surprised how much I really like these Disney books.
Oh my gosh, yes.
They're so fun. Okay. So this collects, I assume, 4 or 5 issues? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the Kickstarter stuff because Scar is finally coming out.
Yep.
Oh, look at that cover, man. Chuck Brown is great. I really like, big fan of his oh my gosh, what is with the Sangria family? The Bitterroot.
I was like, Bitterroot. Yeah.
Yeah, the book is
Joy
so
Lindsay, who's on Absolute Green Lantern right now, kicking butt for the cover.
That cover is so good. This was the only one they could not release when it was coming out in a collected edition, because Disney for some reason has this deal where if a movie is coming out, you can't have a graphic novel or trade paperback of a character from a movie a year or something into the movie. Like, it's a weird rule that Disney has with their license whenever they license it out, right? Because it's Disney Marvel, but now Disney has licensed things out to Fantagraphics and obviously Dynamite.
That's weird.
Yeah, I find it really weird. But yeah, I remember Nick telling me from Dynamite, he was like, yeah, it's a weird rule, but hey, we got to abide by it. This is the classic stuff right here, the Greg Weisman stuff, who created
$49.99 for Gargoyles Volume 2, Clan Building. This is going to collect the 12 issues of the 2006 run with a cover gallery and unpublished, or previously published cover art, I should say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, these are great.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Gargoyles classics. Oh, I cannot wait for this stuff.
Yeah. Thundercats Lost.
This was supposed to be released like a year and a half ago. This and Thundercats Volume 3, but because of Diamond.
Yep.
A lot of pushback.
We're here now.
24.
Yeah. This is now. Does it say what it collects? Because this is.
It should be the Thundercats Lost series because that was its own.
Yeah,
series.
that's what I thought. But $24.99 seems pretty cheap because that was like what, 9 issues, 10 issues, right?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe it says. But I'm glad that you're finally gonna get to see it, to read it, because if you are a Thundercats fan, like,
I read the first issue because they sent me the first issue, but so I know the team.
And yeah, it's a cool team, and this series leads us into what is about to happen with the Thundercats versus the Silverhawks.
Oh yeah, I just interviewed both Declan Shalvey and Ed Brizzen, and I am so excited for Thunderhawks because it's the Thundercats Lost team, but now they're lost like in time, and they have Silverhawk outfits. Yeah, so it's really cool that Ed Brizzen, when doing this, not only used Pumra and Bengali and Linkso, but created 2 new characters as well. So yeah, I enjoy the Thundercats series. I think it's so fun. And the Thundercats Powerpuff Girls, I forgot about this.
Yeah, $22.99, collecting the entire.
That's a long time for that one to wait to be collected. That seems like it was so long ago that it ended.
Again, I think Diamond really like messed everything up at Dynamite so much that they're about a year and a half
Mm-hmm.
out of whack with their collections.
Absolutely.
Indeed. We move on to trade paperbacks. We've also got it in trade paperback format for Maleficent, $15.99. Same contents, same with Scar. They're also doing a Pathfinder Dark Waters Rising Compact Edition for $9.99.
Wait,
Dynamite introducing their first compact edition
Their
trade
first
paperback.
one. Wow.
wait. Dark Waters, like the Pirates of Dark Waters? It is Jim Zub. No, that doesn't look like. Okay. Huh. I love Jim Zub. I think he's a great writer, and I don't know how the hell he has time to write anything besides Conan the Barbarian. I got excited. I thought it was a Pirate of Darkwater, but apparently it's Pathfinder.
They're also doing 30 pages of back matter for the compact book too, along with the first 6 pages and a 10-page exclusive bonus story.
What's the price point?
This is $9.99.
$9.
Hell yeah, man! Good on them.
Yeah.
I hope it does well. I know Oni Press did the Skull Kickers, but their price point's a little more. I think theirs is $14.99.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Sonia Reborn by Christopher Priest and Alessandra Miracolo, $19.99. I actually might pick this up because I do like Christopher Priest as a writer.
Can you highlight that cover?
I can indeed highlight that Stepan Sejic cover.
Oh, wow, that's gorgeous. I don't know how we're not getting this stuff in big format. Like, Red Sonja's got a huge fan following, and I mean, even if they have to take it to Kickstarter, like, just to see what the interest is in this. Yeah, man, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, especially the Priest stuff that he's been doing over there.
And then we got Thundercats Lost still in the trade paperback format, $19.99. And we also got the Powerpuff Girls and Thundercats also for trade paperback at $17.99. And then to round it off, we do have Vampirella Armageddon, Volume 1, $19.99. With another cover by Michael Linsler.
That's insane.
This is by Thomas Niugoski. Kuber Ball.
Kuber Ball.
Okay.
That is it for Dynamite. So shout out to them for getting their first compact edition in.
Oh, that's exciting.
It is very exciting. We got Titan Comics. We've got hardcover, or we've got 2 hardcovers, I think, from them. First of which is War of the Worlds Thunderchild regular edition, and then a DM cover thrown in as well. $24.99, coming out on the 3rd of June.
Dude, those covers are awesome. What is have you read this, Shannon?
I have not read this, but I will guarantee that I'm ordering both covers for Matt because War of the Worlds is like one of his favorite properties.
Yeah, it's a great property that doesn't really get explored a lot in comics, right?
Yeah. It does. It weirdly, like, you see it a lot in like, you kind of see it get used a lot in stories because especially with it being like an open domain kind of thing now, like, you're seeing a lot of stories start to kind of like bring the tripods in, but we've had a couple in the last couple of years. We've had 2 or 3 adaptations, like comic adaptations, or at least illustrated adaptations of the story. I only know because I had to buy them off from Matt. Like, that's the only reason I know how it came out.
I'm a big fan of the classic movie, and I actually like the one by what's his name, the guy, Bad Robot guy,
J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's the one with Tom Cruise, I think, right? I thought that one was pretty solid too. Yeah, I because there for a while I thought they were gonna do comics, but yeah, I don't think I've seen a comic for War of the Worlds in a while.
A single issue like story would be really cool to see somebody do, like an actual like ongoing story in the War of the Worlds world. But it would be, but we have had some really cool looking adaptations, so in graphic novel form.
Okay. Wow. Wait, they're also doing Star Wars, the High Republic. What that? Wait. Scroll down. What is this?
This is Survivors of the Stormwall.
Is this a book? No, it's
no. This is a comic book.
Dude, it's crazy. High Republic has been at Marvel. It's a book. series, and I get it. It's manga at Viz, and then the YA line was published at Dark Horse. What the hell is this then?
It's a great question. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Following the destruction of the Starlight Beacon, so it is taking place during that time. Especially Markion Rose, Galaxy, Stormwall, and Rue, and it's written by Alyssa Wong
With Jake Lunt Davies as an artist.
with Lydia King. Huh. That's you know what? I think it was directed by Cruise. You're right.
By Spielberg. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, the Tom Cruise one was directed by Spielberg, and it had a very young. Wait, but it's a graphic novel. No, it's not. It's got artwork, right?
It's got an artist attached, John. Or maybe it's just a cover. Marvel's Venom, the first 40 years, resolicit, $24.99 if you didn't get a chance to get it the first time. They have the first 40 in the next. We've got Volume 1 of Savage Sword of Conan Reforged by Roy Thomas.
Yeah. Speaking of Ghost Machine, guess who's calling me right now? Danny's calling me. Give her a call and say, I'm with Shannon.
I know. And she'll be like, tell her that she owes me an email because I do.
So, sort of Reforged, regular edition. Roy Thomas is teaming up with Barry. Oh, wait. What? Are they reprinting stories from the past? Is that what this is?
Let me see what.
Featuring classic tales.
Okay, that's what they're doing.
An amazing lineup of remastered extras. So, yes.
Reprinties.
Okay.
We got Doctor Who, the Prison Paradox. Trade paperback, $17.99. Collecting issues 1 through 4 of Doctor Who, the Prison Paradox.
A fun story. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, it reads like watching an episode of the show, and it's just a fun, heartfelt moment with the Doctor, as they all are.
Always.
When I interviewed Dan Waters, I was like, okay, this might be like the stereotypical thing, but do all British comic book writers want to write a Doctor Who story? And he was like, yes.
I only read these series because Art Germ did a cover for issue 1, and then it led me to one of our friends over at Titan asked me if I wanted to do a review copy of the first Doctor Who series. Led to an interview also with Dan Waters, and yeah, I told him I legitimately have no idea what Doctor Who is, but you have introduced me to a world that I didn't know before. So this was my first foray into the Doctor Who universe.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
I'm a huge fan of some of the Doctor Who comics. Believe it or not, one of my favorite ones was done by Dan Slott, who's not British, but he did a story with the 10th Doctor, who I love.
There you go. We got the Your Choice Snoopy by Charles Schultz. More books in the very long series now of Titan reprinting Peanuts comics, $7.99, coming out on the 8th of July.
And that says it has the Great Pumpkin in it. So
yeah,
that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Just in time for July celebrations.
We got Strange Pictures, Volume 1 by Uketsu and Kiku Aiba, $12.99. A pregnant woman doodles on her husband's blog, conceal a dial warning, and that child is about to commit a very, very bad crime.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
And what's the one? So this is the Titan manga, right?
Yep, these are the Titan mangas. The one later on, trade paperback, Volume 1, $12.99 by Nahatu and Nari Shinichiro and Kazutomo Miya, $12.99 again, 10th of June, with a bat that looks like a Digimon.
How dare you?
It looks like one. You can't fool me for not.
Obviously an elf chick, a dude warrior, and
this guy.
Baby
exactly.
Dragon.
It looks like a Digimon, Omar. Come on.
I mean, it does kind of look like a
Digimon. You know, dragons existed long before Digimon. Just saying.
Forgive me for my family.
Wow, I love the fact that they keep on cranking out manga. That's
Yeah.
good for them for continuing getting licenses.
Genie Earth, Volume 1 by Rensuke Oshikiri. This is going to... Oh, thank you, Cheesier.
Snoopy Valentine's Day card when I was like 6. You got rejected with a Snoopy card? Man, let me tell you the secret. The secret was to put like a sucker with your card and you give it to the girl that you really liked or your dude that you really liked. That was the secret because they knew they were extra special. Everybody else that you had to give like Valentine's Day cards were just plain. But the person you really liked got a sucker. Mm-hmm. So they knew and you knew they knew. So.
You knew they knew. Volume 14 of Adam the Beginning by Osamu Tezuka, $12.99. Thrusting our heroes into a harrowing confirmation with a packed robot turning the devil. Turn the world upside.
It's not by Osamu Tezuka. He's been dead since like 1989. This is based on his Astro Boy. So this is the concept by
Yuki and Tetsuro Kasahara.
Yeah. It's a really interesting modernization of Astro Boy. But I love the fact that they're calling it Adam instead of Astro Boy at the beginning.
See, Carson agrees that it's the Digimon, so I'm going to take that to the bank. And then we got High Elf with a Long Life Volume 1 and $12.99. Raru Tori is going to be drawing that. We don't have a cover for it. But, hey, we got the Great Pulha Woodlands. I only know the Great Korok Forest in Breath of the Wild, so I think that counts.
Yeah, that's very close to that.
Very close indeed. And that is it for Titan. Hershey Kiss is better.
Yeah, but then you got the chance of a Hershey Kiss melting in your pocket. Look, man, this ain't my first rodeo with go ahead, Shannon.
I can't have chocolate, so if you gave me a Valentine's Day card with chocolate, I'd be pretty disappointed.
Look at that. That's why the guy with the sucker always won. Back in the 3rd and 4th grade. Cave. All right, what we got for Matt?
You were banned from giving out Valentine's, Omar, at my private or the school I went to.
Really?
Elementary and middle school.
That's so sad.
And you weren't allowed to watch Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I know. I was like, this childhood.
What is happening to your childhood?
Yeah, man. They banned discussion of TV shows and movies at my school.
Oh so my god!
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What do we got for Mad Cave? I'm so
That's
sorry.
another conversation for another time. Mad Cave. Flash Gordon Classic Collection Volume 7 by Dan Barry, $49.99. This is sideways format for the strips.
Nice.
I think this is the first time it's been collected. I want to double check though, because before they had been reprinting the IDW collections, which are great by the way. But the strips I don't think made it to Volume 7, and that is amazing. I love the fact that Mad Cave is just owning it and kind of just running with it, right?
Yeah,
because it's a lot of work to restore these things, and they're not like 100% restoring everything, but they look gorgeous. If you haven't checked this out, yeah, I'm excited for these. I'm just finished reading Volume 5, and I need to do a video on them. But they've got, I think, all the way to 8 solicited, so they're going to continue doing them.
Good stuff. You got Last Wardens, the TTRPG hardcover. John Barry, Bart Vickers, Rui Silveira, Francesco Segala for this core game book.
Wow, I didn't know it was a tabletop game. I read the series for the comic, and that's cool. It's going to have a game. Or it was a game. I don't know. I don't know which came first. I read the comic last year, so...
The chicken or the egg? I'm going to go with the comic.
Yeah.
Probably not. So this is based on an RPG? Okay. Cool.
Yep. And then next we got One Path Volume 2.
Yes! Dude, I love this. Was one of my favorite reads last year.
Nice. Andy Lanning on co-writing?
Yeah. Awesome. Oh my, but the awesome part is the art, dude. Oh my God. Like, if you like cave women killing dinosaurs and vice versa, this is the book. Oh my God, it's so, and the artwork is just freaking phenomenal, dude.
It's got a dude.
I didn't know that book 2 was coming out. That's awesome. Oh, that makes me happy.
Easiest way to get me to buy a comic, Omar, is put a dinosaur on it, and I will.
especially an albino T-Rex, right?
Yes.
Well, the albino T-Rex is the creepy one, man. It's so good. Now all the women are completely naked. I will say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just throwing that out there. If that either is a
Never
selling
mind.
point or a not selling point for you.
Never mind.
But that was another one that I was like, oh, I gotta be careful showing. 'Cause they're cave women, right? They're hunters, and yeah, it's great though.
Indeed.
Oh, it's so good.
Infinity Force Volume 8 from the Nakama Press imprint over at Mad Cave, $10.99.
Yeah, this has the Tatsunoko stuff.
Yeah.
So it's got Kasharn, Robot Hunter, it's got Gotcha Man, it's got Tekka Man. So if you grew up with that stuff, this is like, oh my gosh, how do I compare it to like Smash Brothers, like of all these characters? Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Why did I think of Jess for that? Right? For Dinosaur with Naked Women? Yeah, that is probably up.
That is probably definitely up his alley.
Guys,
Never mind, that's up James's alley even more than
There's
Jess's alley.
nothing hot about it. It's like brutal. These women are getting
naked.
the
Random naked dude, and then they get eaten by an albino T-Rex. I love that. Last Starfighter movie adaptation, $17.99. Brett Blevins, Tony Salmons. This is going to collect the movie adaptation of The Last Starfighter.
That has to be a reprint.
Oh,
right.
I mean, look, it's Bill Mantlo. He has been in a coma, I'm sorry, decades. So right. Brett Blevins. I got excited when I saw Brett Blevins' name. So this must have been originally printed probably by Marvel.
Yeah, since it's an exclusive, like it's just a new exclusive collection.
With covers by Jackson Guys, who also passed away. Yeah, I love The Last Starfighter. I thought it was a new adaptation.
Josh, I'm a broke college kid.
That's all you got out of my pitch for It's called One Path. This is book 2. Going at the first one. It is phenomenal.
Okay.
Brutal as hell, though.
It's also coming out in a trade paperback if anybody's interested.
Yeah.
We got the new Space Age by
Kenny.
Omar's friend, Kenny Porter, and Mike Becker.
Friend of the channel, Kenny. He's good people, man. He was here for the horror evergreen.
$17.99.
A fun book. It's about a guy whose brother went missing from an alien abduction, and so he spent his whole life trying to figure out like how to get to space, and they actually like combine science and witchcraft like to make it, which is really cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Flying saucers with magic.
And I think we've got one more issue left. If you're like a single issue buyer, I think there's still one more to come out.
Okay. And we've also got the Princess Guinevere and King Arthur crossover collection, $29.99, with Jordi Belair, colorist premiere on writing here with Joe Corallo, $29.99, coming out the 24th of June.
That's my buddy, Joe Corallo. Yeah. Okay, this is a real question, and I'm going to ask you first, Shannon.
Okay.
How do you read this title?
How do I read it?
Yeah,
like do you say like X? Like
I'm asking you, what do you say?
If I was reading it, I would probably say, I don't know, because now it's all messed up in my head. Like
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have put you on the spot.
No, like, I would. It's so hard because the X thing threw me off for the longest.
Throws me off, dude.
I know that's
because I think of like Spy Family. They throw an X in Spy Family, but it's the X is silent. Okay,
right? It's like, is it by? Is because like I like being from Austin. I'm like, I see it and I'm like, it's South by Southwest, right? Like that's the X like it's the collab, it's the crossover.
It's the cross, right? I get it, but it's just so good. Why don't you just put a versus? Back in my day, we had Marvel versus Capcom. Why can't we have?
We're in our 40s. We don't know.
Yeah, hey, whoa. What do you mean we? You got a mouse in your pocket, Shannon? I actually had a conversation with both Ed Brizin and Declan Shelby about that because it's called Thundercats X Silverhawks.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it was supposed to be called Thundercats versus Silverhawks, but they decided to change it. It must be something, I don't want to say new, but it's just, it's kind of confusing. I don't know. Or X-Men is just so good at selling that they just throw an X in a book and they're like, oh my God, it's the X King Arthur title. I was curious how you read it. Dom, do you know? You have any insight?
I know you're not supposed to technically say it, but as an X-Men fan, I'm like, I have to say the X every single time. I'm sorry.
Because you can't put a slash. All right, Danny, you coming in with the big old nerd talk. Are you serious?
Wait, is this confirmation for Geiger X?
Yeah, that's it.
Geiger X Hornsby and Halo. That's confirmation.
This is how rumors get started. Oh my God.
Right.
Do not quote the last 20 seconds. Do not reflect any upcoming
Dom
news.
does not reflect the opinions or thoughts of Near Mint Edition. Speed Racer.
Okay. Tales from the Road. $17.99. 10th of June. This is going to not say what it collects, but it does have Speed Racer X, Tristy, and the Mach 5 into one. Hey, Dave Pepos and Mark Lunder are this book.
It's the side stories. Tales from the Road are all the one shots that come out in the Speed Racer world, but are not the main story. So of either Speed Racer or Racer X. So this is going to have a bunch of just one shots that come in, and there's some really good stories that have come out through that. So it'll be a good collection.
Okay.
It isn't new. They use X on many fight cards these days and in some fighting games. Look, man, back in my day it was Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter versus X-Men. Now I got Spy Family, and I'm like, are they getting along or are the spies fighting the family? It's confusing, man. And it's even more X.
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna get your Briar in a book with Phoenix, and they're gonna kick butt.
Yeah, I like the stuff that they've been putting out. The Speed Racer book was good, and I think the Racer X book is coming out this month in trade paperback.
Right, with that Racer X book is so good. I mean, it's Mark Russell, so of course it's incredibly good, but it's like so emotionally driven. It's so good.
Good stuff. All right, on to the next, which is not this. This is Oni Press. We're going to kick it off with the hardcovers.
This is a good question for you, Shannon, since you've read it. Can you read Speed Racer as a standalone?
Yes, you do not have to read Racer X or the Tales from the Road. You can just read Speed Racer and get the whole story.
Okay, and Speed Racer's good. That's the David Pepose book.
Mm-hmm.
What is Beast? What is this?
This is Volume 2, $24.99. This is, I actually have no idea what this is, but it's got Professor Snootvelmans, who is an undisputed expert in cryptozoology.
Of all the words you could have read, that's the one you chose. Snootvelmans. Okay, interesting. Can you click on the cover?
I can click on the cover.
Please.
Oh.
Okay. It's a lot different than what I had in my head. Is this... wonder if this was originally published overseas and they've translated it. So this is part 2 of 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Original graphic novel, I assume, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not collecting any previous single issue series.
Freak Squeal.
Got Freak Squeal Volume 1 by Florent Madu, $24.99. It's got spin-offs in Native Europe and beyond, part X-Men Academy X. So for any fans of Elixir and Hellion, and for fans of Dungeons and Dragons, this is one for you, apparently.
That is a very, very precise way to describe a book.
Yeah.
You would have to rely on the fact that people know what Academy X is.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, man. Okay. I love that book. So,
Indeed. So that is it for Oni.
Wow.
Yeah.
We move on to Fantagraphics. First of which, that's a trippy hardcover. Love and Desire in the Promised Land: The Private Lives of Israelis and Palestinians, $24.99, 10th of June. This is going to be released at $24.99.
Okay, hold on. This is important. Fighting game community folks used to call it Street Fighter X Tekken, Cross Tekken, or just Cross.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay, interesting. Go on, Dom. So this is a original book that has been translated, I assume. Fantagraphics brings over so many great titles, and their books are so beautiful. X equals crossover collab energy versus explicit fight. Interesting.
Okay.
And what about the video games though that are X? They're fighting. I need to go to Urban Dictionary. Is that still a thing?
Yes, it's definitely still a thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an app.
Frank in the Third Dimension by Jim Woodring, $29.99, 10th of June. This is going to also be in the sideways format with a 3D cover. It looks 3D.
Does look 3D.
Definitely has the makings of a 3D cover. You got to get your Final Crisis Absolute, Omar.
Yeah, because that's the only way I can get 3D glasses. Still have my Nightmare on Elm Street box set with 3D glasses too.
Nice.
We've got trade paperbacks.
Wait,
Nancy for all seasons.
I thought it was too, but I don't know if it is or not. Oh, Nancy for all seasons. This was released, I think, in a hardcover.
Now it's trade paperback. $24.99 for this one.
Fantastic.
I love that. Oh, yeah, I love Fantagraphics for the pure fact that they refuse to let classic comics and comic strips die. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this stuff. Like I can't. Not a lot of publishers, especially now since Humanoids is kind of like. I'm not really sure what exactly they're doing, even though they assured me they're not going away and they're going to keep putting books out. But everything seems to be like Kickstarter and only doing like 1 or 2 books a year. I'm glad that we still have. Yeah. I mean,
Indeed.
40 years, right? Or is it 50 years? 50 years of Fantagraphics?
Holy cow.
That's insane.
That is. Wow. Holy crap.
Fantagraphics 50 years. 50 years to this year.
That's amazing. Good for them.
Happy 50 years of Fantagraphics. And I think the last one on the list is Vault. We don't have anything for Vault, so that's it.
Okay. Yeah, Vault is releasing the Big Rig book this month. I don't know how well that book did for you all, Shannon, but it's the one. But what's that?
It did really insanely well. Ironic. I did not expect
that's awesome. It's so ridiculous with the concept. I'm like, oh, it's cool. And what's crazy is that this is something that bothers me when companies do this. If anybody's watching from a certain publisher right now, but the hardcover came out, right? And the hardcover, so they're releasing these with 4 different covers.
God.
So yeah, we're doing a giveaway on May 16th. But the crazy thing is that the trade paperback, unlike the hardcovers, has the covers in here. Like they didn't do that with the hardcovers. They left out the hardcovers don't collect the variant covers and the standard covers, which I was really surprised by. But they put them in the trade paperbacks. So, yeah, they've got like direct market covers. Yeah.
Omar, this is completely partly unrelated to our conversation, but somebody who did draw a lot of Spawn. There is an article that just released like a couple of minutes ago regarding one very interesting character, and that is Greg Capullo is apparently retiring from interiors.
Yeah, I kind of figured because he was whenever he went over to Marvel, he was young, like he said he wasn't young anymore. He couldn't keep up a monthly title, and it's just a young man's game. And I assume he's just going to do covers like Jeffrey Scott Campbell, or what the young kids call JSC. Is that what the kids call him?
That's what we call J. Scott Campbell.
That's what I meant by kids. So yeah, it makes sense, right? I mean, I don't know. To me, comics is one of these things that you just live it, and you keep on doing it. But then I think of like people like Don Rosa. Don Rosa can't draw anymore because he has like a physical condition with his eyes. So that plays a big part in it too. As much as I love his, like, both Rosa and Greg Capullo's artwork, it kind of makes sense why some people just kind of go away. Is that a hard date for the giveaway? I know I've postponed it so many times. I gotta get rid of some books, guys. Yes. In May. When did I say?
May 16th.
Is that a Saturday? Yeah. Look, it's even on my calendar. May 16th. It says, "Do not make any plans, dumbass." That's like under the subtitle. So there you go. Yeah. Yeah, but not everybody's blessed like Walter Simonson, right? You have people that they all have. Unfortunately, everybody ages different.
Right.
So that's when the giveaway is. I showed that. Is that it, Dom?
That's it.
Okay.
That's all.
Shannon, dude,
Yeah.
that was so good to see you, and I'm so glad you were able to join us. This was so fun to go through these books, and having you read a lot of these things. Hold on a second. The DC catalog will be on
Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time.
3 p.m. Eastern time.
3 p.m.
Yes. 3 p.m. Eastern time is when we have to kick it off. I think I messaged you about that. Shannon is the best.
Thanks, Danny.
Yeah, she is pretty cool. I agree.
I will email you back. We had a big event last week, and so our city does an art and music festival, and it's a mile long, and they demonstrate like different kinds of art, and they bring artists out to sell art and things, and we have a quarter mile of that mile just for comic art, which is super cool of the city to give a fourth of their event to Bat City to like teach people about comic art. And so we do this massive thing where people get to like walk through a tunnel essentially and learn to make comic art. So you like pencil something and then you ink it and then you color it and then you put letters on it and then you make a zine at the end of the tunnel. And there's artists on hand doing demonstrations of what that looks like for like as they're making like full size comic pages. And so that event has between 12 and 15,000 people at it. So I was a little busy. I'm so sorry. Danny, I will get back to you.
As busy as Shannon is, she has agreed to come back and do these on Fridays. And I even had something else I wanted to throw her way, but that can wait for another day. No, you're a huge blessing to the comic community. I love people that take their job serious. You do what you're supposed to do. You own a comic book store. You read the goddamn material. Not a lot of people do that. A lot of people run a comic book store or have a business, and I don't understand how those people stay in business. But you reading the material and, giving people advice on what books to get if they like a certain title, I think that's how you succeed. So we are very blessed to have you, and I'm glad that you decided to do this with us. It's a lot of fun.
This is great. I love it. It was, you literally messaged me like to ask if I called me to ask if I wanted to do it like as I was making a panel at slide deck for MegaCon that was literally this exact thing, and I was like, yes. Oh my god, I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
I'm so glad you were. Can we get rid of Omar? They have tried, and
I've tried.
Yeah, he's trying. It's not happening. I keep bouncing back, man. They pretend to read comics that doesn't go up. And never mind. Just stay positive. But yes, I'm glad that people like Shannon exist. Okay, Don, it's your baby. Sun is off.
It is indeed. I want to thank everybody for joining us in our typical monthly meets. And like Omar said, I'm really, really happy that Shannon has not only decided to join us, but has also brought her expertise and knowledge in matters where, like me, like Omar, I do not unfortunately have the bandwidth to read literally everything that comes out because of time, money, and school. But Shannon has, and I value not only her being here, but also for everything that she does. So thank you, Shannon, for joining us and continuing to join us on these every single month.
Thanks for having me.
So that's it, everybody. Class dismiss. Go home. Thank you, James, for sharing the links, buddy.
And we will see you, or Omar will see you guys for a cool upcoming stream in not too long from now, actually.
Yeah, tomorrow.
No, I'm talking about in a couple of hours.
Oh, no. That has been postponed.
Dang it.
I'm glad you didn't say anything. Otherwise, I would have. Yeah, it's been postponed until April. So at least it's been postponed and not canceled. So,
well,
thank you.
There you go. Have a good one, everybody. Please stay safe and take care.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.